Welcome. Welcome to 60 minutes of yin yoga, my friends. Come on in. Please get your space ready. Make it as sacred as you need it today. And please put down all the things you're carrying. You can have them back at the end of the 60 minutes. I have my eye on the time. And for those of you who have come before, welcome and thank you for returning. And for those of you who are new, hi Jane. Thank you for saying hi. Both Janes. Kaya. Bienvenidos. Vasa good. Come on in. If you're new, please go ahead and read the chat as I posted. And you are welcome to come down into your Shavasana. If there's an area that you would like us to target or a posture you want woven in for sure, please put it into the chat. Michaela, thank you for being here. Yeah, so come on in. Get into Shavasana, your corpse pose. Maybe support under the knees or the neck. Welcome, Sabine from Toronto. Bringing in energy. So I'm going to switch my camera now, and our 60 minutes has started. So come in. Thank you, Kimberly. We'll make sure that we target the hips. And thanks for bringing your energy from Atlanta, Georgia. Appreciate you. Switching the camera over, my friends. Let's get into it. Have blocks, straps, cushions near you. Maybe you have your feet up, resting. Maybe you have some cushions underneath the knees or they're bent. A pillow underneath the head. Ground yourself into your practice space, whether it be the bed, the earth, the floor, the mat. Check in with your shoulders, wanting to lift them and pull them down and back like you're pinching those wings together behind, spreading the ribs and the chest down onto the floor, and let your arms fall how they naturally would just fall out to the sides. Slightly tuck your chin, nice long straight spine. Breathe in through the nose if you haven't begun already, and out through the nose. I'll repeat, whatever you're carrying into this practice, could you take it off? Could you set it to the side? And can you focus in between your eyebrows into the third eye? Close down the eyes if possible. Even pet that place on your forehead and encourage your anchor to stay here. Resting the gaze and breathing in through the nose. That's right. Let Mother Earth, let Gaia take all the stress. Imagine the heaviness, the burden, the sadness, the grief, the agitation, the confusion. Allow it all to sink into the mat here. Just imagine it dripping off of you. Nice long straight spine, breathing deeply in through the nose all the way down into the pelvis. You're here. And with this breath, you remind yourself that you're safe. You have your blankets or your warm socks, your clothes, or the right temperature. You feel well. Breathe deeply, slowly in through the nose. Fill up the belly. Release slowly through the nose. Let it all out. Relax the skin of the face. Your forehead is soft. Your cheeks soft. Your jaw heavy. Allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to fully release into the ground. Check in with your hips. How are they feeling in this connection? Maybe gently rocking back and forth just in the hip area. And for the remainder of this practice, until we return to Shavasana, I encourage you to try Ujjayi breath, ocean breath now. Constrict the glottis muscle, the muscle you use when you whisper. Breathing in, it slows the breath, makes it sound like an ocean wave. It's not forced, it's not challenging, it's slow and consistent. Practice this breath work here. And take your arms out into T shape if they're not already. Grounding through the shoulders, through the spine. Gently allow the soles of your feet to come together and your knees to fall out to the side in butterfly. You can brace underneath each knee. If you wish, you can elevate it, pushing into the feet and placing a block under the hips. Choose whatever variation is calling to you, whether flat on the floor or up on a block. We're here for a few minutes. And if this feels like a vulnerable position, having a blanket or something cozy, a pillow to place over your body can help provide comfort and stability. Breathe Ujjayi breath. Anchor your breath and your gaze into that third eye. Stay in this present moment and allow the space between me talking to focus into whatever's there for you. If thoughts come, Release, return to the anchor. Breathe deeply. Allow the jaw to relax, the tongue to drop. Imagine that every breath fills that space and pushes and massages and releases and squeezes and allows the body to reorganize, for the vagus nerve to communicate uninterrupted. Breathe deeply, Ujjayi breath. We're here for 2 more minutes. Allow the body to talk. If you notice clenching or twitching, try to relax with each breath. And if your knees were out to the side, start to bring energy back into the knees, bringing them up together, feet flat on the floor. If you were on a block, push into the feet, lift up the buttocks, remove your block, and slowly allow your spine to smush down into the floor. And you can extend your legs out long or bring your knees in for a squeeze. Release the lower back, any energy that might be stuck there. And slowly let the feet find the floor, knees bent, arms out in T-shape. Draw your right leg over the left. Picking up your left foot, draw it to the right side of your mat. Push down into the floor, lifting up your hips. And slowly allow your body to roll to the left. If you wish, propping under the knee. Bolstering behind the back, behind the head. We're here for a few moments in this twist. Relax the face, ground your shoulders, and allow that inner mid-rotation to gently massage those organs with each breath, Ujjayi breath. Two more minutes, folks. Breathing Anchor yourself in the moment, in this present moment. What can you smell? What do you feel beneath the surface of your body? In this moment, you are safe. You are comfortable. Free to release, free to let go. An invitation to remember you can embody the energy of the slowest creature you know today. I am the koala. Cozy. No effort. Just slow and mindful. Slowly now pushing into the feet and lifting up that twist. Unwind your body nice and gently in your own time. Come back to a neutral spine. Hips with shoulders. Arms in T-shape, grounded into the floor, breathing gently in through the nose. Set up for the other side, picking up that left leg and twisting it over the right. Lifting up the right foot and putting it down on the left side of your mat. Pushing into the floor, lifting up the hips. And allow yourself to roll to the opposite side. Prop however you wish. Allow the body to talk if gas or crickety cracks or any kind of sounds want to leave. Allow them to let go. Allow them to express. We're here for 3 minutes. And a reminder, you are invited to stick around for tea and talk following the practice. You do not have to rush off. Beautiful, almost there. And gently now start to push energy into the feet, lifting up those legs. Slowly unwind yourself and come back to a neutral spine. And again, maybe you want to kick out those legs or bring your knees in for a little squeeze. Listen to what the body's asking for. Notice if you need to extend or smush or massage. And gently roll to one side. When you're ready, gently pushing yourself up into all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, maybe just rocking side to side, front to back. Release anything in the wrists. If you need a bit more space, roll up the mat so that the wrists aren't in a strong 90 degrees, but spread your fingers nice and wide and follow your breath with some cat-cow. So inhaling, lifting the chin, pointing the tailbone and dropping the belly. Release any gas. Exhale, round the spine, push into the hands. And go with your own pace. Inhale, drop the belly. And come into a nice neutral spine. We're going to bring the toes together and let the knees spread out as wide as you wish, sitting back onto the feet, and take a child's position here. If you wish, you can bring blocks for underneath your elbows to bring a little stretch in for your triceps, the back. You can bring your hands together and let them go out straight. Or just stick your child's pose, arms extended out in front, forehead resting. You can even have a bolster. So choose the variation that you wish. Arms can also be down by your side. We're here for a few minutes. Ujjayi breath. Connect with the breath. Connect back into the gaze. Stay rooted to the ground, to the mat. Stay present in your body. Stay present in this moment with each breath, observing it and watching it. Last 60 seconds here. I'd like to thank all of you for coming into this space, for practicing, imagining us all in a circle, cultivating our inner peace. And whatever variation you chose, slowly start to release, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing into the floor and coming back up into all fours. You may wish to have blocks or a bolster nearby, as we'll bring our knees forward into pigeon posture. So if you wish to begin, bring your right knee in behind your right wrist. And again, if your leg is parallel at the front or pointing behind you, it's up to your body, up to your skeleton, what's feeling right. You can place a block underneath each hip. If you sit a lot, consider propping yourself up, staying square in the hips, sinking, allow the shoulders down and back, and stay in this up pigeon. Or you can come down onto the elbows, rest down in sleeping pigeon. Choose a variation that your body is asking for today. You can even use a chair in front to rest yourself on. Nice and gentle breath, ocean breath here. We're almost halfway through our 60 minutes, so thank you again for coming to this Insight Timer 60-minute live yin every Friday since October and going till May of 2026. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your reviews, your ratings, your comments. Very grateful that we're woven together here to sink into the parasympathetic nervous system. Breathe deeply here. From wherever your variation, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, spreading your fingers nice and wide. Gently make your way up and out of your variation, back into all fours. And shift your weight side to side, release anything before setting up for the opposite side. Hands under the shoulders, bring that left knee in behind the left shoulder. You can adjust your leg and take the same variation you offered one side and offer it to the left here. So if you were laying Lay here. If you're sitting up, choose that. Ocean breath. Shoulders down and back, chin forward. Not about what you look like in your body, not comparing yourself to anyone else, meeting yourself where you feel comfortable, using whatever tools, props that makes it accessible for you is the right thing to do. Skeletal variation is real, which means visually we will not look the same in asanas or postures. Breathe deeply and stay in the moment. One more minute. Let the breath fully fill from the pelvic floor, your ribs and chest. Let the whole space fill with each breath. If you can, practicing that ujjayi breath. And if ocean breath, ujjayi breath is new to you, know that there's a free track on my profile where you can go and practice. And wherever you are, start to bring those hands underneath the shoulders, pushing into the floor and unwinding yourself from your variation back into all fours. And if you wish, getting a bolster or a block for underneath the mid-body, we're going to slip into a frog posture. So just making sure you have nice cushions under the knees, always practicing on a really safe, cushiony space. Point your toes out to the sides and allow your legs to slide out. You can come down onto your elbows, onto blocks on your elbows, keeping a nice neutral spine, belly soft. And if you find yourself sinking and it's too intense on the groin, definitely placing blocks or bolsters so that you can't go deeper than you wish. The more you sit back into your hips, the more intense the stretch. If you need to lighten, bring your weight forward. We're here just for a few more minutes. Allow the gravity to assist you in this posture. You can also target the same area by doing our seated kind of squat. You can also do this on your back. So just know that you have many variations if this version does not suit your skeleton. One more minute here. Breathe gently. And gently now coming onto your palms under the shoulders, pushing into the floor, and gently in your own time, bring those legs back underneath the body. Back into all fours. Bring your knees together, your ankles together, tuck the toes, and spread them out on the floor. You can reach back with your hands, inviting those toes to spread into the floor, and slowly sit your weight back over top of the feet, stretching those feet so that we can release tension in and along those metatarsals, phalanges, calcaneus. If you can, bringing the full weight of your body over top, sitting up, but stopping anywhere that feels like a good enough stretch. We're only here for another 90 seconds. Breathe fully up the spine. Nice long straight spine, imagining relax the hands, relax the face. And again, it can be quite intense, so don't compare yourself. Choose something that feels comfortable and stable. You can maintain that inhale gently through the nose. And if your hands, you were all the way up, start to walk your hands back down onto the floor. Walk yourself back out into all fours and tap your toes out on the floor. If you wish to stretch those ankles, gently bringing the weight back over top. If you can, leaning behind with your hands and gently lifting up the knees. Stretching the front of the legs gently and slowly. And coming back into all fours. Keep your elbows by your side and slowly lower your body down fully onto the floor. Placing the right ear on the ground. Let go fully into the ground here. If it's uncomfortable being on the front, consider rolling blankets or pillows underneath the hips, breasts, or shoulders to create space so you can release on the front body. Allow the shoulders to fall forward. Bring your right arm out to the side in T-shape. Bend at the elbow 90 degrees and spread your fingers nice and wide into the floor. And bring your left hand under the shoulder. Slowly push the floor away from you, rolling towards that space, rolling open through the hips. And again, you can place blocks in between the thighs, underneath the head, behind the back for the foot. The more you push into your left palm, the more intense the stretch. If you need to lighten, roll the body towards the floor. Relax the wrists, the fingers. Stay anchored in that third eye in between the eyebrows, into this present moment. This is 1 full hour for your nervous system to be reminded that you are safe, you are ready to receive healing, you are ready to release tension. Very necessary if your world involves a lot of yang energy, movement, working, stress, intense exercise, intense bursts of energy. Take the time to bring balance with yin. It takes courage to slow down. Slowly roll your body back towards center and pick up your head and bring it to the left side. Release the arms down by your side. Let go here into the ground for a moment. And take your left arm out to the side. Bend at 90 degrees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And bring that palm, right palm underneath the shoulder. Push into the floor and roll your body open. Again, the more intense the stretch for the pushing, to lighten, roll the body towards the floor. Gently allow the body to roll back towards the floor. And gently make your way back onto your back body. Slowly making your way back onto the floor. Take a moment here, breathing in. Just observe the body. If you can, find yourself a block As we near the end of this practice, this posture is not for everyone, but bringing your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, there are many variations leading up to this. If you have plow in your practice, that's what we're going to move towards here, just so you know for spacing. So knees bent, lower back flat on the floor, hips in line with the shoulders. And if you can, pushing into the floor and bringing a block or a cushion underneath the hips in small elevation and resting that hip bone down. You can stay here, and this is variation number 1. Resting and releasing that lower back. If you wish, you can elevate the legs and have them up on a couch, bed, or even resting vertically up in the sky. Another variation. If you have plow in your posture, you can bring your hands down by your side and gently lift your legs above the head. Maybe interlace the fingers behind your back. You can have a block for your toes on the other side. You can rest your knees down and snail. Choose a variation that is calling for you. We're here just for a few more moments. Ujjayi breath for as long as you can. Stay in the present moment. Breathe gently in through the nose. And if you are in full plow with your feet over your head, gently in your own time, in your own way, maybe you're supporting with your hands on your lower back, elbows into the ground. Maybe you bring your hands up over to your feet to slowly lower your lower back down to the floor, onto the prop if you still have it, until our legs are back up and vertical. Slowly bending the knees and allowing the feet to find the floor. Gently coming back onto the shoulders. Push into your feet, lift up your hips and remove the block. And come down fully onto the floor for Shavasana. Returning in that cycle, we will have a meditation here. So comfort yourself. Maybe cover yourself with a blanket or cover your eyes. Release the breath work. through the nose, out through the nose, but no more Ujjayi breath. gently take a nice deep inhale and fill up your belly. Make it as big as you can. And release it any way you wish. Again, inhale, nice big belly. Release it out. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands together. Interlace all but index fingers. Reach your arms above your head and inhale. Stretch your body nice and long. And exhale, let the body go. If they're not already, gently bending the knees and rolling to one side. Making your way up into a final seated position. I'm going to switch my camera. Stay with me here. Eyes are closed in towards that third eye. Relax your shoulders. If there's anything there, just release it out. Arms can be up on a pillow if you wish. Release anything that comes out without judgment. And bring your hands together, rub them, and let's imagine that we're creating unconditional love. In between these hands, rubbing them, creating heat, waking up the brain. Imagine unconditional love, however you've experienced it. The idea that if you've had unconditional love, the thought of it or the memory of it, it can create overwhelming tenderness in the heart. And bringing that love, wash it over your body, wash yourself in that love. And if you wish, hug yourself. If you can, tell yourself you love yourself. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Switching the arms, hug yourself. Really imagine that unconditional love coming in. It's okay to allow tears to release. It's okay to be emotional. You are so loved. And rest your hands anywhere you wish on your body. Let's take a nice deep inhale and we'll chant Om 3 times to close. Inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you. Gently open your eyes and come back into the space. Namaste. From the light in me to the light in all of you. Thank you all for being here. You're welcome to stick around for tea and talk. I've got my water. And I'm happy to see you and happy to be here with you. So come on in.